So we are here today, Kelsie Domer. I call you Kelsie Chase. It's Kelsie Chase for anybody who knows. And we're talking about all the ways to qualify for the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway. Pretty exciting. Just closed out 2024 year WPRA Pro Rodeo. You were in the top 10, which automatically seeds you into the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway.
Right.
What does it feel like knowing that because you were in the top 10 breakaway ropers, you're going to get to rope at 10 rounds, pay $25,000 a round, and the average pays over $60,000?
Yeah, it's super exciting. I mean, obviously, this is the biggest thing a breakaway roper is ever going to be on the rope at to this day. So, very exciting. Very thankful for Kimes and Chris Neal and everybody that's been a part of it. So I can't wait to get to Scottsdale and can't wait to watch it all unfold.
Yeah. Well, and I think it was a little bit different this year. Everybody in the race, like from number 1 to number 10, it was so close. Even through 15 all year long. It was just like, you know, at the end we got to watch Sioux Falls. You dominated there. You had a great fourth quarter, we'll call it. Like Ellensburg, they might as well just name that the Kelsie Chase Rodeo and Kelsie Domer. But was that something that you had in mind all year long, knowing that Kimes was going to do this? I know we kind of found out mid-June, July. Did that change your game plan to how you pro rodeo this year?
I don't think that it really changed my game plan, but it sure was in the back of my mind. And especially, like you said, toward the end, it's like, okay, I'm in the top 15 now. Not that I was ever safe, because I honestly never felt safe until probably after Mandan. I mean, I think I was maybe safe before Mandan, but you don't feel that way when it's like that. And so, but I do know, like, kind of after Ellensburg and that, and I was like, okay, let's stay in the top 10 now, and let's get our ticket punched to Scottsdale. And so it was in the back of my mind, and then it turned into something like, hey, it can happen, and let's stay there. So that was exciting toward the end.
Yeah, I think it's just like, we've talked about it so much, we're excited about it, but it's like, I don't think it's really, happened yet. It's like, pinch me and let me know that, I think that first time we back in the box there at Scottsdale and get to run that first round and somebody walks away with $25,000, then it's going to be like, oh, hey, we get to run 9 more of these.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we thought about it. We know it's awesome, but just like you said, until we nod our heads and actually get to the deal and get it going, I don't think it'll really soak in.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
It's exciting.
So for us pro rodeo girls that were out here on the road, we really appreciated the fact that 1 through 10 automatically get seated in. 11 through 15 also gets to go to the qualifiers. So that was something for me too. I called Chris immediately when October 1st, after I had slept, a full night without grinding my teeth. I called him and I'm like, hey, how many spots can I take to Scottsdale?
Right.
And he said you can only have 1 in the semifinals, which I'm still going to the Kimes Ranch roping. I'm still going to rope there in Oklahoma's richest. But there's so many different ways. So let's talk about all the ways, if you're not in the top 15, that you can get into the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway.
Yeah, so the first thing is Oklahoma's richest, or that weekend, next weekend.
Actually, this coming weekend.
I know, it's crazy. So that's the first qualifier, right? And they take round winners, right? And in the average.
Yeah. So they're going to take 20 girls from each round. There's 3 full rounds.
Okay.
So there's
60 girls,
which I'm not great at math. You keep me on
60 girls
tabs.
in a round.
60 girls in rounds, and then they're going to take 20 from the average as well.
So 80 girls coming from
the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway. And I think there's 250 girls-ish entered so far. I haven't looked. But you can also enter twice right now. So that's 2 chances at taking your 80 chances to get to the semifinals in Scottsdale.
Right. Yeah. Shoot. So, 80 girls right there. I like those odds. Even out of 250, you've got your girls that can go in the average, or you've got your girls that want to try to go after every round. I think he's covering the bases for every player now and giving everybody a chance. And it's open to everybody. No age limits, right? No, nothing like that. As long as you're a female breakaway roper, go nod your head and give yourself a chance.
I know, and I know a couple ladies from Arkansas, Pam Williamson and Leanne Thomas. They'll be there. Miss Pam's 70 years old. She told me she was 2-2 the other day, and she was pumped about it. And so there's breakaway ropers from all over the world that are coming to this deal.
Why not?
So let's talk a little bit about strategy. Like, if you hadn't been in the top 10, top 15, you don't have your spot clinched to go to Scottsdale, how do you look at Oklahoma's richest in the Scottsdale last chance qualifier?
Yeah, I mean, just like that, it gives everybody an opportunity. It's like, hey, maybe you couldn't pro rodeo all year long. Maybe that's not something you want to do. No big deal. He's covering the bases for everybody. If you want to just be a jackpot roper, or you're a circuit girl, or you're an amateur girl, or you're a junior rodeo girl, it doesn't matter, right? You can enter this roping and give yourself a chance, to go to Scottsdale. And so just like that, I think it's awesome. He hasn't put a cap on anything, and he's given everybody a chance. And like we said, you can go at them in the rounds or go at them in the average and be one of those 80, not 80 to go to Scottsdale to go to the semifinals.
Well, and I just think it's so neat that literally, all we've asked for as women professional rodeoing is a chance, and that's what they're giving us here. They're giving us a chance, and more than one. So we go to Oklahoma's Richest. Okay, say you don't qualify at Oklahoma's Richest, then we're looking at Scottsdale Last Chance Qualifier.
Right. Yep. You can go out there, Last Chance Qualifier, and same thing. They're going to take some girls from the round and some from the average, just not as many this time.
So
right?
Scottsdale is limited at 250 ropers.
Okay.
They're going to take 10 from each round, same format, 3 full rounds and an average. So they're going to take 40 girls from Scottsdale Last Chance. So 10 in each round, 10 in the average. So there's going to be a total of 140 girls that come out of Oklahoma's Richest and the Scottsdale Last Chance Qualifier. Not only are they taking 80 girls from Oklahoma's Richest, 40 girls from Scottsdale Last Chance. Let's talk about the WRWC. Huge women's event. Right. They have been just an advocate for women in pro rodeo. What about the girls that get to come in through the WRWC qualifiers?
Yeah, and so the WRWC too, they also have an open event and they have a challenger. And this is going to highlight the challengers for this event. They're going to take 5 right, from the challenger. And then there's a chance to buy back. And they're going to take 5 girls in the buyback and 1 WRWC challenger from that as well.
So I can only imagine, like, buyback is probably the worst thing ever, right? Because you're in that position and you're like pissed off and you're like, how many times can I enter?
Right.
I think that's really cool that they're giving. I mean, there's so many different ways to get in this deal when it's all said and done.
Right.
So once we get there, we're going to have over 141 girls qualifying total to get there. And then we're going to all show up. We're going to rope at this semifinals, the 11 through 15, all the qualifiers, WRWC, the challengers. We're all going to rope, and they're going to take 15 girls.
Right.
They're going to pair those top 15 up against the top 10 in the world, and we go bogey.
Yeah, that's right. You got 25 girls going for a ton of money. So.
And I really like the format too. Is we're going to run 3 the first day of Scottsdale. So we get done with the semifinals. We move into the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway.
Right.
So November 28th, we're going to run the first 3 rounds. I can't think, like, electric just keeps coming to my mind.
Right. Yeah, I'm super excited. They said, they're sold out, really. The last night anyway sold out. I know there's some tickets for the first couple nights, but people are buying tickets. People are going to be there. It's tons of family and friends are going to be there. It's going to be super excited. But I love that it's like, hey, we get to rope 3 rounds and then we get to go sleep or sit there and stare at the wall. I don't know, but we're not going to be rushed to run a bunch in a row. So we get to run 3 because how many times have we all gone and run 3 calves in a day? That's simple, right? Get to run 3, come back the next night, run another 3, and then the next night is when it's going to change a little bit for the last 4 rounds.
So the last night, the November 30th, they're going to let the top 15, and we're not really sure how that all works out yet. We're going to have to focus on Chris for that, but top 15 on money and the average. Right. We're not really sure which of which, but the top 15 are going to rope the last 4 rounds, and it's going to be. I keep saying it's not the NFR. It's the Kimes $1 Million Breakaway, but it's going to be huge. 15 girls on that kind of stage going at it. One of the things I've really loved about breakaway roping this year is there's not very many times that perf isn't just exciting. It's fast, and the girls feed off of each other. Like, you see one girl come out there and make a good run, and then it's just like, watch out, here they come.
Yeah, well, just like the first night here at the circuit finals, it was a rank round.
Yeah.
2-3 split, first round 4 ways.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. But yeah, just like you said, when you have that many girls going at them and going for that kind of money, it's who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be super exciting, no doubt.
Well, and I think you've seen this too all year long. One of the things I'm most excited about is to see girls from all over the world come. I really am not. I wish they'd stay home. But to see them come, because it's like, I've seen I had a 10-year-old send me a video the other day. She was 1'9".
Yeah, that's awesome.
How cool is that? I was like 25 when I was 1'9", no big deal.
Right.
Like, still working on it.
Yeah.
But, to the fact of when I was talking about Pam, she's 70 years old. So there's going to be a huge amount of ladies, women, girls here roping at the Kimes Ranch. And I don't even know what to expect other than it's going to be greatness.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting all the way around. You're going to be pumped if you're winning big money, but you're also going to be pumped for your friend, if they're winning big money. It's great for breakaway ropers all over to have this opportunity, and then to be able to show the results later and say, hey, this is what Kimes Ranch did. They stepped up, they paid all this money, and this is the biggest thing we've ever gotten to do.
Well, and I think too is they've already, they're just dangling the carrot for us because here on December 1st
Yep.
is the Kimes Ranch 2025 $1 Million Breakaway Qualifier.
Yep. It's like, hey, let's pay all this money, but the next day, hey,
Get ready, we're doing it again.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
So that's
get
just another
qualified.
exciting thing is we're getting to look forward to doing
Yep.
this again. It's something that is
Absolutely.
a foundational thing. It's a steadfast. It's there. They've painted the picture. They've laid it out. Come rope, win some money.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so super excited. I was pumped to see that was going to happen, and they've already got it in the works for 2025, and so there's no ceiling on it now.
No,
We
there's
busted through it.
there's no glass ceiling there. I
Yeah.
know that was one of the first things, and you've been in this fight for as long as you can remember, and all the ladies that have went before us and those that are come after us, it's been a fight. And
Yeah,
so
for
just for me, I'm very grateful and thankful for the Kimes Ranch for giving us this opportunity, but
Absolutely.
just excited to back in the box.
Yeah, I can't wait.
What's going through your head that first round when you back in the box for the first one?
Shoot, I don't know. I mean, just like you said, I'm going to nod my head for a chance at 25,000 on one calf, let alone try not to look forward to the next 9. And so it's unreal. I mean, it's one of those things you're going to dream about. You're going to be excited back in the box, nervous, excited, ready to go. But I think all of that's going to be a positive thing. So it'll be awesome.
Well, congratulations for punching your ticket to the first ever Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway. See you in Scottsdale.
See ya.